Welcome back to our weekly newsletter on the economy, where we bring you the latest updates on business and economic trends. Today, I will take you on a journey through this week's newsletter. To receive our weekly newsletter and stay informed on the latest economic developments, simply follow our website in the description below. Let's dive into the latest news and developments from around the world. Our first title highlights the crucial role of government investments in driving clean energy growth and countering the effects of the energy crisis. Since 2020, governments worldwide have allocated a staggering $1.34 trillion to fuel the expansion of clean technology supply chains. This spending has been instrumental in propelling the growth of clean energy sectors. Although there has been a recent slowdown, various countries are set to introduce additional policy packages expected to drive clean energy investment to new heights. Furthermore, governments have also increased spending to manage energy price shocks for consumers, allocating $900 billion for short-term affordability measures. Moving on, let's take a look at the latest GDP figures. In the first quarter of 2023, seasonally adjusted GDP in the euro area decreased by 0.1%, while in the EU it increased by 0.1%. This follows a decline of 0.1% in the euro area and 0.2% in the EU during the fourth quarter of 2022. These fluctuations indicate the complex dynamics at play within the European economies. Shifting our focus to Hungary, we find that consumer costs have experienced a significant surge in just 1 year. From April 2022 to April 2023, industry producer prices increased by 1% in the euro area and by 2.3% in the EU. Hungary, in particular, has witnessed a sharp rise, with consumer costs soaring by a staggering 21.5% during this period. This trend raises concerns and highlights the need for effective measures to manage inflationary pressures. Geopolitical tensions have become increasingly prevalent in today's global landscape, posing challenges to the existing trade system. In the light of these tensions, it becomes crucial to prioritize meaningful cooperation and develop a forward-looking trade agenda. Such an agenda should focus on inclusivity, sustainability, digitalization, and service-driven growth. By safeguarding the benefits of international trade and adapting to an evolving global economy, we can navigate these challenges and foster a more stable and prosperous future. Let's explore the latest retail trade data from Bosnia and Herzegovina. In April 2023, the total seasonally adjusted turnover of retail trade in the country increased by 1.7% compared to the March 2023. This growth was primarily driven by food products. These figures indicate a positive trend in the retail sector and highlight the resilience of the Bosnian and Herzegovinian economy. Next title brings us the World Bank's predictions on metal prices. Despite a 10% increase in the metals and minerals price index for the Q1 2023, driven by strong demand and supply disruptions, metal prices are expected to decrease. Weak demand in advanced economies, including China, is a major contributing factor. However, the supply outlook for 2023 looks more positive, with the resolution of production bottlenecks and lower energy prices. Nevertheless, slower global activity and a service-focused recovery in China will dampen metal demand. The World Bank forecasts an 8% decline in metal prices in 2023 and a further 3% decline in 2024. However, there are upside risks stemming from China's real estate sector and potential supply disruptions. Shifting gears, we turn our attention to the rapid rise of green cars, particularly in the European Union. Over the past 2 years, the market share of electric vehicles has skyrocketed from 11% to an impressive 47%. Leading the way are battery electric vehicles, with strong competition coming from Chinese manufacturers. However, this surge poses a significant challenge to the European automotive industry and the overall economy. Europe's status as the largest car exporter is under threat, and it is estimated that the rise of Chinese cars could result in a loss of 7 billion euros in an annual net profits by 2030. Policymakers must focus on maintaining EU assembly, investing in battery technology, and securing lithium resources to address this growing competition and capitalize on the opportunities presented by the electrification of the automotive sector. Turning our attention to Turkey, the latest estimates show that the unemployment rate stood at 10.2% in April 2023, representing a 0.1 percentage point increase compared to the previous month. These figures shed light on the ongoing challenges faced by the job market in the country. Now let's shift our focus to Bulgaria, where a recent survey conducted by the National Statistical Institute reveals a concerning trend. More than 75% of respondents reported difficulty covering their daily expenses during the first 3 months of this year. This data highlights the financial struggles faced by a significant portion of the Bulgarian population. Let's discover the impact of remote work on European enterprises. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of remote work and virtual meetings across various industries. In 2022, around 50% of EU enterprises with 10 or more employees embraced remote meetings. However, the adoption rate varies significantly among member states, with Sweden and Finland leading the way. Interestingly, the readiness for remote work also differed based on enterprise size, with larger companies offering remote access to email, documents, and business applications to a greater extent compared to the medium and small enterprises. These findings shed light on the evolving work models and the varying levels of technological integration across European businesses. Let's go to Belgium, where the economy is expected to expand in the second quarter of 2023. The National Accounts Institute predicts a quarterly growth rate of 0.4%. This positive outlook reflects the ongoing strength of Belgium's GDP growth. We have some noteworthy updates on labor productivity and costs in the US. In the first quarter of 2023, labor productivity experienced a decline of 2.1%. However, until labor costs increased by 4.2%. Additionally, the manufacturing sector saw a decrease in productivity by 2.5%. These figures provide insights into the dynamics of the US labor market. Turning our attention to Turkey again, we have exciting news regarding its election to the United Nations Economic and Social Council. Turkey received 186 votes at the UN General Assembly, securing a seat vacated by Greece in the Western European and other groups. The 2-year term starting in January 2024 will see Turkey playing an important role in coordinating the economic and social fields of the organization. Let's shift our focus to India, where inflation has reached a 2-year low. In May 2023, the annual inflation rate dropped to 4.4% 4.25%, down from 4.7% in the previous month. This decline can be attributed to the falling food prices and marks the lowest inflation rate since April 2021. It's noteworthy that these figures are below market forecasts, indicating a fresh slowdown in inflation. Going to Japan, where the government has made significant commitments to the development of hydrogen energy. In an effort to reduce carbon emissions, Japan aims to increase the annual hydrogen supply from the current level to 12 million tons by 2040, a six-fold increase. To support this goal, a funding commitment of 15 trillion yen, the $107 billion, has been dedicated to the developing hydrogen supply chains over the next 15 years. Japan's focus on hydrogen aligns with its decarbonization policy, which includes clean coal, hydrogen, and nuclear energy. However, this approach differs from that of other Western nations that prioritize renewable energy sources like solar and wind. While Japan's hydrogen strategy has faced criticism, some analysts argue that it serves the interests of influential industries. The government's updated strategy prioritizes areas such as water, electrolysis machinery, and fuel storage batteries. By promoting hydrogen as a means to achieve decarbonization, stable energy supply, and economic growth, Japan aims to create a hydrogen society. Additionally, Japan plans to establish an Asian zero-emission community by sharing Japanese technology in hydrogen and other decarbonization technologies. Let's take a look at the most business-friendly countries in Europe. In 2022, 5 nations stood out for their favorable business environments. Germany, with its strong economy and investor-friendly policies, remains a top choice. Norway, known for its commitment to innovation and sustainable industries, offers opportunities in sectors such as electricity, gas, oil, and fish. And Denmark, with its free market economy and expertise in renewable energy and biotechnology, also ranks high. And Sweden's booming economy, skilled workforce, and government investments make it an attractive destination for businesses. Lastly, Finland's strong economy, focus on innovation, and supportive trade laws make it a viable option for business growth. In Turkey, we have news regarding the steel industry. In April 2023, Turkey's steel production experienced a decline of 20.6%. However, the steel consumption and imports showed mixed results, indicating fluctuations in the sector. Let's move on to Albania, where the producer price index showed a notable increase in the first quarter of 2023. The PPI rose by 9.4% compared to the same period of the previous year. The electricity and mining sectors led the growth with increases of 18.3% and 13% respectively. Ever wondered which professions earn the most in Europe? According to the My Expatriate Market Pay survey conducted by Employment Conditions Abroad, several occupations offer higher incomes than the global average for expatriates. Countries such as the Netherlands and Switzerland provide lucrative opportunities for doctors, while Asian countries offer financial professionals attractive salaries. Petroleum engineers find high-paying jobs in oil-rich regions, and Middle Eastern Pilots enjoy substantial incomes in both Asian and Middle Eastern countries. Other professions, including English teachers in certain nations and business, process outsourcing executives in outsourcing destinations, also offer competitive compensation. It's worth noting that IT jobs globally are known for their high earning potential. In Kosovo, the Producer Price Index experienced an overall increase of 3.2% in the first quarter. However, there were variations in performance across different sectors, highlighting the diverse dynamics within the economy. Going to Germany, its inflation rate in May was plus 6.1% year-on-year, measured by the Consumer Price Index. Energy and food remained key drivers of the inflationary pressure impacting consumer prices. Moving on to the Netherlands, corporate bankruptcies in May increased by 7% compared to the previous month. However, it's important to note that the number of bankruptcies remains lower than pre-pandemic levels. From January to May, bankruptcies were over 50% higher than the same period in 2022. The trade sector experienced the highest number of bankruptcies, with accommodation and food services being particularly affected. This fluctuating pattern of bankruptcies indicates the ongoing challenges faced by businesses in the Netherlands, navigating the post-pandemic economic landscape. Let's shift our focus to Australia, where the business turnover in April showed a mixed performance across sectors. While the mining sector experienced a decline of 10.6%, the accommodation and food services sector led with a growth of 1.7%. In the United Kingdom, the country is grappling with significant skills shortages in various sectors and job roles. Factors such as Brexit and the COVID-19 pandemic have contributed to these challenges. Sectors particularly affected include health and social care, IT, engineering, manufacturing, and logistics. The demand for qualified professionals such as nurses, doctors, software developers, and engineers exceeds the available workforce. Additionally, occupations like data analysts, electricians, and plumbers are experiencing shortages. Addressing these skills gaps is crucial for the UK to maintain a skilled workforce and remain competitive in these industries. Looking at global food prices, the World Bank's Commodity Markets Outlook predicts a 7% decline in 2023 compared to the previous year. However, short-term risks and long-term challenges persist. The Russian invasion of Ukraine has impacted grain, maize, oilseed, and fertilizer markets, while uncertainties surrounding the Black Sea Grain Initiative also pose risks. Weather conditions such as the El Niño Southern Oscillation and trade restrictions further contribute to the volatility. In the long term, climate change's effects on agriculture and the diversion of food commodities to biofuels present ongoing challenges. These complex dynamics influence global food prices and emphasize the need to address food security and market stability. And finally, let's turn our attention to Romania, where the Consumer Price Index rose by 0.64% in May. The country experienced an annual inflation rate of 10.6%, reflecting the significant price increases in the economy. That wraps up our economy newsletter for today. We covered a wide range of topics. Stay informed and tuned in for more economic news in our upcoming episodes. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates.